Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, everyone. This is Ruth Mayne coming to you from Washington State. I have got my very, very, very dear friend. It's actually nighttime where I'm at now. It's like 10:30 at night, and it's early in the morning where my very good friend Desia Skoman is. We've known each other for about, Desia, 10 years now, but we've never met in person yet. That's coming very, very soon. But we're here today to talk about what Helo has done in Desia's life. And I am so, so thankful for what you are all going to hear tonight because my dear friend may not be here or may not have been here anymore had she not paid attention to this product and what it was telling her. So I'm just going to introduce Desia and let her tell you her story about this because it's absolutely incredible. So, Desia, all the way from Cyprus, welcome. It's great to have you. You're looking beautiful as always, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ruth. Um, I'm very happy to tell my story because, one doesn't really understand the value of the Helo wristband, which is a life sensing technology wristband, the latest and most advanced in the world, until you actually need it. You read things, you hear things, you listen to things. It actually comes to directly influencing your own life. You say, wow, thank goodness I have the Helo. And what happened here, the Helo records vital signs. One's blood pressure, heart rate, breath rate. It also does things like steps and counting calories, but that was not why I bought it. I bought it so that I would have protection in my life if something went wrong. I'm alone a lot. I've had issues with my heart before, with other health issues that were very serious. And, I've never seen anything like this that could warn me in advance before something happened. And if I had not paid attention to the Helo alerting me, because it's an awesome device, then I may not be here today. And this device, what it did some weeks ago, it started to alert me that my blood pressure was rising and then dropping and rising higher and higher. So what I did was I had put it onto an alert every 2 hours. I changed that to every half an hour. One night at about 10 o'clock at night, I was feeling very tired, and the Helo wristband was plinging and alerting me, and I thought, oh, why is it plinging so many times? Anyway, I had a look at it and I thought, it's an alert system, so it's telling me something. Pay attention, Desia. And when I looked at it, I was shocked because my blood pressure had dropped down to 54, and I got such a shock. I dashed into the kitchen. I knew my sister who had kidney failure once, and I was there on holiday. She said, my blood pressure's dropping. Go and get some Marmite very quickly with warm water so it can raise my blood pressure. Otherwise, I may go into a coma. So I took a little bit of salt. I didn't know how much to take, so I took just the tip of a teaspoon and went back, and I saw that my blood pressure rose a little bit, but not that much, but out of that very dangerous zone. But then it started to jump up and down and doing very funny things, because I started to monitor every few minutes. Because the good thing with the wristband, although you can have an automatic alert system, you can also monitor your vital signs on demand. So now I knew this was dangerous. I needed to monitor every few minutes, which I did. You can also take your own ECG by just putting your finger on the wristband. I put it on the wristband and it went absolutely bonkers, absolutely crazy. I did it again, and it was just everywhere, and It was horrific. And since I also check my vital signs and take my own ECG regularly, I knew that I was in trouble. So I called the hospital. I told them what my blood pressure was. I told them what had been happening. I told them about my ECG, and they said, look, I said, should I come to a hospital? I didn't want to just go to hospital and then maybe, the Helo was wrong or something was wrong. And they said, no, you have to come in. We've got to put you on our own ECG machine. We've got to take your blood pressure here in the hospital. You have to come in now. If it's what you say it is, you must take a taxi, come in. So I did that, and I thought, I hope, this is not a false alarm. And when I got there, wow, my blood pressure was 185.
Oh, my Lord.
And I had arrhythmia, and they said, you are going to stay here. We have to get the cardiologist. So the Helo, and this is what is so great about the Helo, it warns you in advance before tragedy strikes. If I had not gone to hospital, if I had not been warned in advance, I may have had a stroke or a heart attack, and nobody would have known because I live alone. However, the Helo has its own GPS system which can alert your family and friends if something goes wrong. If I had, for example, fallen over unconscious that night, if I had not gone to hospital, if I had not paid attention to the Helo, something terrible could have happened. I could have died. And the thing is that with the GPS, family is overseas in Beirut, and I have friends here as well that would be alerted and know where I am. But if I hadn't had the Helo, who would know that I had collapsed, had a heart attack, died? Who would know that? So this is a very, very important product. It's a must-have for everybody. And anyway, to get back to the hospital, I was in the hospital for 3 or 4 days. And they found other issues as well. Hello. It wasn't just my heart and my blood pressure. So thank God Helo saved my life. And it's just an amazing product. It doesn't just monitor one's vital signs, but it has germanium stones on the band, which influences the body and goes through the skin and has great influence in the. For example, it increases the blood oxygen level and if you look at the images on a hand, once you've put that Helo on, within 13 minutes, you can see when you look at the different images, you can see your hand before you put the Helo on, and 13 minutes later, and so on. So you can actually see how your blood circulation goes through. And of course, the oxygen is vital. And we all know that. Now, the other thing is that the Helo has an amazing GPS system, as I mentioned, so that if I had collapsed, if I hadn't have gone to a hospital, if I had collapsed, everybody would know exactly where I am. So they could send an ambulance or the fire department or someone to break into the flat and to get help to me immediately. And it's an amazing product also for people who are hiking. I mean, imagine if you're hiking in the mountains or you're in the Australian bushveld and a snake bites you, or you fall off a cliff, God forbid, all these things, or you have a car accident. Your Helo, if you're conscious, it's got a panic button. And what you do, you connect your family and friends to your Helo, and they will receive an emergency call. Now, via the GPS, they won't have to search for you. Where would they know where you are if you've fallen off a cliff and you're hiking somewhere in the mountains? Where would people know? They would know that you've got a problem maybe, but I don't know of any other device that can show people exactly where you are and which communicates your disaster directly to the family. You can even have your doctor on there as well. and they don't have to search for you. The Helo tells them exactly where you are. So instead of searching, they can just go and rescue you. And this saves lives. It saves lives under many different circumstances. Imagine if you're in a bunker. I know the preppers are out there. You're in a bunker, something goes wrong. Who's going to know that? Okay, you connect it to your doctor, maybe other preppers close by, or you go out of your bunker and you're walking, maybe you're scouting around, or you're trying to get some more food. The problem is that if you have an accident again, the people in the bunker know there's a problem outside the bunker with their family or friends or whoever it is, and they can go and rescue you, help you, because your emergency SOS will tell them that there is a problem. You know, disaster can strike at any time. People say, oh, you know, I'm healthy. What? So what? What if you have a car accident and you're unconscious, and tells everybody that you've got on there exactly where you are, and all of them can read your vital signs. So now I can tell you, and they can read your vital signs remotely. So I can tell you another feature of the Helo, which is absolutely awesome. One of our members in Prague, they went to an exhibition, and she's a new member, bought the Helo. She's just joined, she's just bought the Helo, but hasn't received it yet. So what we did, she could download the Helo app directly on her smartphone and connect it to me here in Cyprus. Now, she's in Czechoslovakia, I'm in Cyprus. So she can show and could show the people at the exhibition and anybody else she wants to, show them my vital signs. What is my blood pressure? What is my breath rate? How much sleep have I had? And as a matter of fact, when I was talking to her, I was very excited. So it shows you calm, or you've got mood readings. It shows you how much sleep you have, whether you've had enough sleep, insufficient sleep. It tells you your energy levels and all of that. So that your doctor, for example, you can connect him there. Ruth is showing it on the screen. That's awesome. You can see on the left-hand side the blood pressure, the heart rate, the breath rate. Her mood is calm. She's tired, but she's had sufficient sleep today. And the distance. It also shows your calories and stuff. And this is all in real time. So what you've just looked at are Ruth's vitals in real time.
I want to talk about what happened in the hospital, because you called me from the hospital, and of course I was just worried sick about you. And then I asked you, what did the doctor diagnose you with? And you said, I don't remember, because what were you doing? Tell everybody what you were doing.
About the Helo, and he was, you know, he said, well, I'd like one for my mother.
Yes.
He was so impressed with the Helo.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So he was so impressed with the Helo. He said, oh, I like that. He was the neurologist. And he said, my mother's overseas, and I would like to monitor her. And so he's very interested in buying a Helo.
You know, I love you so much. You've become such a good friend. And had you not been wearing your Helo, I might not have my friend anymore. And I want people to understand what Desia said. Everybody needs this product. You don't know when you are going to have a problem. You don't know when you could keel over dead from a heart attack. Helo at least gives you a chance to know something is wrong and get help before it gets critical. And that is what is really, really important. So, you know, I'm glad my friend Desia had her Helo. I'm glad she's still with us. And the doctor said she's got a heart that is strong as a horse. So she's going to be with us for a very long time. And we're very happy about that. So, Desia, give everybody your link so that they can go check out Helo for themselves. Because I believe, like you do, everybody needs this product. Whatever link you want people to go to see and learn about Helo, yes, I want you to give out whatever you want. And I'm also going to include it in the description of this video. So I can give out your datasolutions.heloinfo.com if you'd like. I'm glad that Desia's still here, and I'm glad that Helo saved her life. And, you know, your life could be the next one that is saved. And I would like all of you now that don't have a Helo and don't know what Helo is to please go to www.datasolutions.heloinfo.com. And that link is going to be right below this video in the description so that you'll be able to go there and get information. And Desia, thank you so much for sharing this story, and we're glad that Helo saved your life. Folks, I'd like to thank you for being here tonight and taking a listen to everything that Desia had to say. And, thank God she did have her Helo. So, Desia, thank you so much. And why don't you close this out? And again, thanks for being here, and thanks for being my friend.
And thank you for being my friend, Ruth. You're the greatest mentor and friend anybody could ever wish. And I'm very grateful to have you in my life. And thank you for taking the time to do this with me. I love you. Bye.
I love you too, my friend. Bye.